Okay, yeah. Hey, look, I got a theme song. Woo! I have to like play it manually, but hey, we do what we can. So if you're joining me, hi, I'm Andrea from the Quilting Shed. Look, I got a logo in the corner. Oh my God. I'm trying out this new service. I already tested it. So I can stream to both Facebook and YouTube at the same time. And I threw in a bonus shot to um, Twitter. That's it. Yes. Things are blinking on my screen. So I was reading those and trying to speak at the same time. It does not work for me very well. All right. So I am super jazzed that everything can go to like both services without me downloading the video from Facebook after it's done and then uploading it to YouTube, which if you are watching this from YouTube, you know there's a huge gap because I just didn't get around to it over the summer. Oh, well. Sorry. If you were in the shop, you saw everything you missed. Anyway, so, okay. So what have I got for you today? The sticky note is back. Oh yeah, I was going to put links somewhere. I'll have to do that after. Always making more work for myself. This whole running a business thing, I need like 3 assistants, I swear. And I must start school next week. So yikes. Emma's last day working in the shop was technically last week. Because this week is getting ready for school and all that panicking. Emma's going to NBCCD, the New Brunswick College of Craft and Design, and taking a second-year course for 2 years called graphic design. Will I get better graphics on my site? Probably not. Happy Septembulary. Hello. The other thing is, now that I'm using something different to go live everywhere, I get to see all the comments in a really nice spot. My daughter-in-law, Caitlin, just said hi. Hi, honey. My mom's probably watching from bed. And so are some other people. So tee up to you. So what did I forget last week? I don't know. Did I mention the Aurifil cones? Some of those are back in some of the popular colors. They did go up a wee bit in price to $60, but this is like, how much? It's like something like 6,000 meters or something stupid like that. It is, the regular size spools that I have are 1,300 meters. So this is easily like 4 or 5 times more, but not 4 or 5 times the price when you look at it that way. Yeah, if it was 4, it would be the same price, but I think it's more like 5 spools. And I do have white and I do have black. So there's that. The other thing that I got in, somebody requested these and I thought, well, I'll give them a little extra. That happens. If you do any applique, I don't do any applique because my hands are crap, my eyes are crap. I like to quilt around your applique, but other than that, if you do a lot of applique, these things are called perfect circles from Karen K. Buckley. They're little plastic circle templates, so you can make those perfect looking circles. There's some cool tips. They do work really cool. It was explained to me how they work. If you like to do tiny little stitches by hand and turn your applique, I admire and applaud your work. I just don't do it because it's not for me. But you do lovely work. I also got the perfect ovals. So these nice oval templates. You don't have to use your grandmother's cardboard that she saved from packaging anymore. I also got the Karen K's Buckley's. These templates are around $20. This one was 17, the other one was 20. These pins are $14 and I think there's like 50 pins in here. They are super tiny, super thin, and they are bendy. I was reading some reviews on Amazon. They're like, they bend too easy. I'm like, you weren't using them for the applique. But yeah, these are really thin and long for applique purposes. So if you want like perfect pins for that, I gotcha. I got you covered. They are not on the website yet. We're perpetually behind because that's what it's like running your own business. Your list is long and your aspirations are high and the work never stops. But that's okay. Also, my friend Heidi says hi from Iowa. Hi. Heidi and I are longtime friends, like 20 years friends on the internet, and have never met in person. My mom said, don't talk to strangers on the internet. And here I am talking to strangers on the internet. Sometimes I meet them in person too, and I didn't get mutilated. So, clearly it's time for more tea. So the other thing that I got new that we're kind of excited about, the 3-yard quilt books are really stinking popular. They make lappish 40 something by 50 something, sometimes 60-ish quilts. The sizes aren't all the same size inside, but what is consistent, it takes 3 yards, 1 yard each of each print or whatever, 1 yard each of 3 fabrics. That's what I'm trying to say. So one of my suppliers finally got in the patterns. So they're little patterns. They make one quilt, but they show you how to make it bigger if you want. Obviously, if you're going to make a bigger quilt, you need more than 1 yard or 1 meter cuts. You would need like a 2 meter cut of 3 prints to make something like a twin, which I have done and turned out really neat. I find these patterns are really well written. These are only $7. So you can just do a one-off. I ate like 4 of them this year, at least, because I really like them. Not even for shop samples, like grandkids get them. They're thin, yes. So you do get 1 sheet inside. I'm just opening it up and showing you what it's like. So the instructions are thorough. The pattern is $7, which is really dirt cheap because the US price says $5.99, which is $6, and I'm only charging $7. So that's like less than the currency exchange right now. So it doesn't even, not even worth your time to buy these in the US, because by the time you exchange your money, you'll be paying more, so you might as well get it here. So the other thing, these are nice fresh designs too, and you can have a lot of fun with them. The other thing that we're excited about is we went through the shop and I got Emma to do some bundles. Oh, and the first bundle that I pick up that's all nicely packaged has a different pattern in it. Way to go, Mom. Me, the mom, yeah. So we've done some 3 1-meter bundles, 1 yard, 1 meter. It's like 3.5 inches difference. So I just use it interchangeably because you get more when you get a meter. So I'll be doing up bundles for these. There we go. Here's one. It's not bundled up yet. So you will get your pattern and you will get 3 1 meter cuts in the bundle for various prices. These fabrics happen to be on sale, so this will be a nice cheap kit. So I'll package them up as kits, basically, at different price points. It just depends. I'll do you right here. Speaking of sale fabric, you want to see something cool? Speaking of sale fabric, we have some sale fabrics. Some of these are on for like 40% off. And you can see them on the website at 40% off. So if there's certain lines that you were waiting for going on sale, let's work some magic here. You can tell me how well it worked. We'll try this here and watch this. Ooh, look at that. So this is our website, thequiltingshed.com. This is the on sale fabric. You can just scroll down and see what's on sale. There might be more on sale in the shop, but it's hard to tell sometimes just because technical reasons. But you can see the Stag and Thistle is on sale. The Botanical Oasis is on sale, 40% off. Happy Gatherings, that's 25% off. And the Country Market, I also put that down to 40%. So, I mean, you might as well get some, right? So that's super cool. Let's stop screen sharing. Okay, cool. How is that? Neat, huh? So that was all the sale fabrics that are 40% off. You can find them right at down there. There we go. Isn't that cool? I know. So you just go to our website, thequiltingshed.com. And if you scroll down the front page, there's a big pink banner. It says sale. And there's a button to click or tap if you're on your phone. So you can do that. Oh my God, that worked. That was so cool. I love it when stuff works. Anyway, so yeah, I got the 3-yard quilt kits coming, different price points. I do have a deadline for that because reasons. The other thing that came in was the canvas. I restocked the canvas and half my order came in, so that was good. At least I got half. The rest is on its way, God knows where. One of my suppliers sent me an email to talk about shipping delays, and it's industry wide. It's all over. It affects everything. Because I've seen people say, "Oh, if you're trying to do this sort of, if you're trying to buy furniture, it's taking forever. If you're trying to buy anything, it's taking forever." And what they said was the shipping industry is currently experiencing heavy delays all over the world with a lack of shipping containers and vessels, as well as slow production due to COVID-19. And sometimes things get held up at ports. Sometimes they get held up at every port. There is a really cool website you can go to where you can track shipping containers all over the world and hope they don't get stuck in the Suez Canal, because that would suck. Again, 10 after, I said to myself, talk slower, self. Then you won't run out of stuff before you run out of like airtime, because I try to keep it to like 20 minutes, half an hour, just to see how we're going. Dun, 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 did that. Mat care and use was on my list. I put in new mats on the cutting table, and they very quickly, I had to leave marks on the table just because it's a quicker visual than trying to figure out the math and then look at the tiny numbers. So I just used a permanent Sharpie not on the mat, on the table, on the folding table that we use as our cutting table, just so we can quickly measure out half a meter, 1 meter, meter and a half, and do stuff like that. But of course, that means we're cutting on the same spot on the mat, so that gets really worn out. So you have to keep adjusting. So that's one of the things when you have your mat, you have to keep adjusting where you're cutting, so you're not always making a gouge down the one thing, because while the mats are self-healing, you run over them enough times, you're just gonna start slicing away a bit of the plastic that's on top. That's why it just happens, all the brands. Some a little faster than others. This one's not too bad. I just use it a lot and in the same spots, like I said. So somebody had questions this summer about mats. This is one of our smaller mats. This is the $20 size. It's like 18 by 12, 17 by 11. This particular brand, the finished size is the 18 by 12, not the measured size. So it's like an inch. It feels like it's an inch shorter than the other ones. It's got your angle marks on it too. Yes, I do use the lines on my cutting mat to cut some blocks sometimes, but I generally use the lines on my mat to cut larger things that are larger than my rulers, because I have a 16-inch ruler. If I need to cut something that's 18 by 20, I'm going to use the lines on the mat. There are people who are like, well, it's not exactly accurate. Well, it should be accurate. If it's not accurate, you got a bum mat. It should line up with your rulers at the very least. And yeah, I do understand, even if it's off like a 1/16 of an inch, that can matter. But if it's something big, like 18 by 24, and you're off a 1/16 of an inch, that's fine. Trust me, you're fine. So yeah, the only other thing I want to say about the care and feeding of your mat, because they do. Yes, my granddaughter Izzy needs a cutting mat. Angela said she didn't see the screen sharing. I don't know how it works on your end, but anyway. So I have all these lines in my mat, and what I usually do is I scrape it with the blade. I go. You can wash these really good in the bathtub. The only thing that you're not supposed to do is iron on them or get them really, really warm or hot. If you store them like this way, because I have some stored behind a shelf here in the shop, and they've fallen down a little bit, so they look like they have a bend. But if you just lay it on the flat on the floor, it sort of levels itself out. I have actually ironed on one of these one time, and it wasn't that bad. That was a really old mat, I swear. So yeah, you can just sometimes I use like a dish scrubby on top if the fibers are stuck in, like if I cut batting on the mat with a rotary cutter, or the minky backing or the fireside backing, it's fuzzy. So those fuzz things get pushed into the little groove, and you got to clean them up. So when you are cleaning, you can be pretty rough with it. So you're not gonna hurt the mat any. It just doesn't like extreme heat. It's like, don't iron on it. That's what they mean. Don't iron on it. Don't stick it in your dashboard in the back of your car or something like that. Anyway. Ooh, so the screenshot came up like TV news. I wonder if that's one of my settings. We'll experiment with that for another time. That'll be cool, huh? Anyway, I did do the caption overlay here. If you missed that. Ta-da, sale fabrics. Woo! Here's another one I did. I mean, I could do this all day. Oh, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, this is like really fun. I'm having a great time. What else have we got here? I've got more things to talk about. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, automatically share screen? No, we don't want to automatically. You don't want to see the rest of what's on my screen. It's kind of scary. Michelle says she actually ironed her mat on purpose because it got warped. That would work too with a damp cloth. You can even stick them in your bathtub and wash them in your bathtub. Let them soak up some water, keep them nice and hydrated. It's great. So I have a surprise for you today. I have a giveaway. I know, right? And I'm sorry, this giveaway is for like local people only because I can't ship this. Or I'm not going to ship this. It's just, and one of my suppliers sent me some flatter. Now, flatter is very similar to Best Press, your starch substitute, they call it. It's a very light, the clear starch and sizing alternative. These products get the wrinkles out of your fabric after you iron them, and they'll get the fold line off your nice 100% cotton where it's folded on the bolt, and it gets really stuck in there, and sometimes you just can't get that out. You use a product like this and it helps. The other thing I use this for is if I'm cutting anything on the bias, this will help it not stretch out and stuff. I really like it for that. Just gives the fabric a little more body, make it easier to work with. But the flatter, for example, is a Canadian made product and Canadian supplied. Mississauga, Ontario. Wow. Made with plant-derived and renewable ingredients. No sulfates, no silicones, and definitely no wrinkles. So you use it the same as the Best Press, and I have some here in some lovely scents. I personally do not use scented things because allergies, but these scents are not all that bad, and I have an unscented one as well. So I have 3 of them. So 3 of you lucky commenters are going to get some flatter. And you can try them for me. I set aside one for me to try too, but we're gonna give away 3 bottles. So 3 random people who comment between now and Friday's newsletter. No, let me tell Friday's newsletter, and then I'll figure out who I'll pick 3 people after that. So I'll pick 3 people on like Saturday or something, and then I'll let you know over the weekend. If you I don't know what I was going to say because Heidi's letting me know my caption that says I'm ridiculous is still up by saying I'm still ridiculous. Yes, we know. This is funny. So new stuff, sale stuff, 3 yard quilt kits. Comment for giveaway. I'm flattered. Yes, you're flattered. You're flattered. You could be flattered. It would be really neat. I love Best Press, but I also like supporting Canadians and supporting Canadian companies. So if I could bring in some of this that people will buy, that would be cool. But we got to try it first, don't we? Yes, we do. As Tabitha said, free stuff to try. Woo! Just leave a ridiculous comment. I don't care. I'm just going to pull all your names out of a hat anyway. What else have we got? A few more minutes to chat. And Tabitha has a new business starting in September. That would be today. Are you nervous yet, Tabitha? Because I'm mentioning you. And now Tabitha, sorry, I'm reaching. Tabitha has a business called Addie Says So. Find her on Facebook under Addie Says So. Fall prints. I do have some fall prints. The fall prints, some of them are on sale. Where was I? Yeah. I got to stop reading comments and just go stick to my topic. That's why you tune in, just to see me ramble. So Abby said, Tabitha does. Abby Says So is the name of her business. Abby's the grandbaby. Like, if you could name your business after your grandbaby, why wouldn't you? I was going to have Dizzy Izzy Patterns, but went in another direction. So Tabitha got a long arm. I know. It is so exciting. Tabitha got a long arm, and she will quilt for you. Nice all over edge to edge designs, which I am backed up until January, and I'm only doing custom. So Tabitha is one of the people I will be referring people to. But the other exciting thing, Tabitha is doing a machine rental. So you can go to Tabitha's, long arm your own quilt on her machine, and then take it home. That's really exciting. I think that's exciting because that is something that I would love to do, but I do not have the space or the time or the brain to handle that right now. So if Tabitha can do that, that's just fine. And if you're wondering why on earth would I send you to somebody you could consider a competitor, I don't think it's like that. It's not really a competitor. It's a complementary business, and we can work hand in hand because one little person can't handle all these big ideas. So if another person does this part and another person does that part, and the whole community of quilters in the area totally benefits. Now, Heidi asked, what's the opposite of a custom quilt? That would be just an all over design. We just mean like in the custom quilting. When I do custom quilting, that means I do different designs in different areas, and I change threads, and it's a little more complicated. An all over or an edge to edge just is the same quilting design all over the entire quilt. Boom, start to finish. They don't do anything different, just the same design, same color thread all over, like they do on the store-bought quilts, which is fine. That's for a lot of quilts. That's all they need, like baby quilt or whatever. I do the super fancy custom ones for special occasions, vintage quilts. I love doing the vintage quilts. Wedding ones, things for show, things where you want the quilting to really sort of be an artistic complement to your quilt top. And like I said, I have openings in January. Contact me if you'd like to have something quilted in January, because I'm full up until then. So I guess that's that. Look at that. It's 20 after. Stacy asked about fall prints. Yes, Stacy, you can see them. Let's try that screen sharing again. I wonder if we can try it this way. Just hang on a second. Boom. Do you see it right there? Let me know if you can see some screen sharing happening with some fall prints that are in the sales section. Sales section. Boom. Oh, cool. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I learned something new. So how about this? Look at that. So we have these prints in stock in fall stuff. There's actually some leafy prints. Oh, there's the leafy prints. And the other things that are on sale. So, man, you guys are great. Letting me test stuff on you and all that other stuff. Oh, look, I'm back. That is super cool. Stop screen sharing that. Okay. Nice. Ah, man, I'm going to have so much fun with this. We're going to get fancy. We're going to get slick. Start the car. Start the car. I actually used that GIF in one of the newsletters when I had a sale. I put in, start the car, and everybody showed up. It was great. All right, I'm going to stop rambling. You're going to leave a comment for the flatter giveaway, and then you're going to try it out. The only condition is you got to tell me how you made out with it. I want some feedback. You thought there were no strings. You just heard free stuff. And leave a comment. And there we go. There's sale fabric. I really am pushing the sale fabric because have you been in lately? I'm running out of room in here. The fabric is coming in faster than it's going out, which is fine because that's just guesswork. But because of the shipping delays and stuff, some of it gets here all at once. So Yeah, it's just exciting. The fun parts of being a small business owner. And of course, hit up Tabitha. If you're on Facebook, just click her name to view her profile, and eventually you'll find her. Addie Says So on Facebook, and hit her up for some quilts. Tabitha, feel free to add your contact information in the comments. I have another long armor that I refer to people to, Giselle. We'll talk about her at some point too. Both ladies I mentioned last week in the newsletter, so that's great. I got to get going. Shop is a mess. I got to clean it because people are going to be here. Like yesterday, somebody was here at 5 to 10, and she said, "I'm going to wait until you flip this." I was going to wait until you flip the sign. So there you go. Good morning, Linda. I'm just finishing up now, but it was great to see you all. And geez, we could actually play an outro too. I did a test yesterday on the dancing quilter. The Quilting Shed. The Quilting Shed. I will see you later.